Hey, what's going on the internet? It's Shadow Hero and welcome to my little tips and tricks guide for the zombie map town. And we're going to be just jumping through a little strategy guide in survival on this map because I played a co-op game with a friend, and this was our second round. We did die the first round, rather short, but we got really far in our second round. Granted, it was 21, but it's still pretty good for, in my opinion, for a second attempt. And I think we developed a kind of strategy, and we learned a few things about the map that I just wanted to let you guys know. So I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on this subject and give you guys some tips and tricks as to what you could do, like maybe locations of what things to certain things on the map and where to go for certain items and exactly what you want to be looking for. And that's pretty much it. So let's get on to this zombie strategy guide. So okay, obviously the first thing that you want to do is to get the right weapon that you want. Now, granted, there are weapons on the map that are already on the wall, but those are Olympia, which is located on the burned building. I don't really have a name for it, but it's the building left to the bank, to the right of the banks. I'm sorry, and the M14, which is located right on the side of the bank. And granted, those weapons are okay, but they're a waste of money in my opinion. The first thing that you want to do is get to have a chance at the mystery box. Now there are two locations where the mystery box spawns. If you're lucky, the mystery box could spawn on the outside of the map, which is located right at the building, which is inaccessible. It's right in front of the burned building, and you're gonna see it in just a bit. It's right on the left of my screen right now, and you could pretty much just gather up enough points, 950, use the box once, and you get a gun. But if unfortunately the box happens to spawn inside the bar on top of the second floor, then you will have to spend 1,000 points to open the door and use the box once. And it's not that bad. With a co-op partner, it's actually pretty good. You could have one person spend their points and the other person use the box. So it's really easy to access the box on either the second round or the third round, depending on where the box spawns the first time. But it's really accessible, so that's why I think it's really good to use the box rather than buy the weapon on the wall, because there are not a lot of weapons. I think the only other weapon that might be available is the MP5, which is not even worth it. You have to open another door, and to get that weapon, it's better to use the mystery box rather than to spend all that time looking for a useless weapon. So after you use the box a several amount of times, however many times you want, whether you want to get a certain gun or just want to get their points, obviously the next thing that you want to do is get Juggernaut, which is located on the second floor of the burned building. You will have to spend 1,000 points to get the door. So in total, you will have to get 3,500 points to purchase Juggernaut. And once you purchase Juggernaut, you're pretty much set. You can't be killed by zombies. The burn marks won't hurt as much, and you'll be able to survive and get all your stuff easier now. Now, once you get Juggernaut, pretty much the only thing that you have to do is get whatever stuff that you want. Whether it's certain weapons or certain perks, or you want to get in the right area, it pretty much comes down to what exactly you're looking for. Now, okay, we're going to start talking about exactly what you want to get and maybe certain things that you want to pick up. Now, the weapons that you want to pick up are all located in the mystery box. You could get a gun from the wall, but like I said, it's really stupid and useless and a waste of your money and a waste of your time. So it's rather to just go for the mystery box and get really good guns. So obviously the first thing that you want, the guns that you want to get is the ray gun, is either monkey bombs, or if someone wants to get the flash grenades, but granted I think monkey bombs are a little better, and a decent point hoarding gun. That's pretty much the essentials of what you want to pick up. And once you get that, that's pretty much your gun loadout. Exactly what you want, what you're gonna pick up, what you're gonna kill, all those stuffs. And then once you feel comfortable with the weapons that you have, then it's time to look for a perk. Now the perks, there are a total of 6 perks on the map, and these perks are obviously the first one, Juggernaut. Second one is quick revive, which is located on the second floor of the bar. The third one is speed cola, which is located inside the bank. The next one is stamina up, which is located outside on the side of the bar building. It's on the very edge. You probably saw it at the beginning of this video. And then we got double tap, which is located right to the next, right here, right located next to the mystery box. And then finally, we have one last perk, which is a new perk, a new addition to the zombie map, and that's Tombstone. Now, Tombstone is a really, really awesome perk, and I think it's definitely one of my recommendations to picking up because it pretty much does what it says. It has something to do with death. Exactly what it does is when you go down, you're giving the opportunity. It will say on your screen, the player that went down with Tombstone, it will say press X. Don't feed the zombies. Please don't feed the zombies. I know it's kind of weird, but essentially what that is, it's pretty much a coward way out of going to last stand. You pretty much sacrifice yourself, and if you're brought back, a tombstone will be appearing exactly where you died. It will look like a power up, and if the player that went down picks it up, they will get all their weapons, all their perks, everything that they lost, that they think they lost, and get all that back. It's a really awesome perk, and I would definitely recommend once you get Juggernaut to make this your next priority, because you don't want to get all the guns that you want, all the perks that you managed to buy, and then lose that all. Get all that stuff and then get Tombstone, because you will pretty much ensure that you can't lose all that stuff again. Now, granted, there is a bit of a risk factor with using Tombstone, and that is the fact that when you die, depending on how deep in the round that you may be, you're basically saying to your partner, I am giving you level 2 zombies for you to deal with for the rest of the round. Yes, you will sacrifice yourself, and your partner needs to finish the round, otherwise you cannot revive. You saw in the earlier part of this video, you saw just earlier that I was brought back, but I was immediately brought back when I pressed X. That won't happen. The reason I was brought back is because the round finished. It won't always work that way for you. So I would recommend not pressing X immediately. Give your partner a chance to understand, okay, you went down, if they are able to revive you. If not, then you can sacrifice yourself and then let them know that, okay, you're going to have to be taking on level 2 zombies and see if they can survive the round so you could gather your stuff back. Now, it's rather difficult, I admit, because they're going to be dealing with a lot of zombies and you will be dead, obviously, but if they manage to finish the round in time, you will get all your stuff back. Now, that's pretty much the basics of what you exactly need. I would recommend getting Juggernaut, getting the weapons that you want, getting the perks that you want, and getting Tombstone as soon as you can, because you don't want to end up going through all that work of getting that stuff and then losing it. As soon as you come back with Tombstone, buy it immediately. You don't want to lose that. You can do it. You can buy this perk as many times as you see fit. And this is pretty much the basic of the strategy. Now, this is what you need to gather. I talked about where certain things are located. Now let's talk about exactly how to get at least to level 20 and maybe beyond that. Now, like I said earlier in the video, this strategy is rather difficult, and I will touch upon exactly why it's difficult. But basically, you just want one person is going to be hoarding in one location of the map, and you've been seeing it basically on my screen all the time. It's located between the bank and the burned down building. That area, one player will be hoarding. It's a nice flat location, no bumps in the area. The only thing you have to worry about is the flames that are coming out from the cracks, and I will talk about exactly why this strategy might not work beyond round 20, but it's a very good strategy that will get you to this point. And granted, maybe some people might be able to get beyond the point using the strategy, but eventually it will get hard, and I will discuss it in just a few minutes. But alright, so one player will pretty much be in this area, spinning in circles, hoarding the map. And if you guys don't, and for those zombie players that don't know what hoarding is, it's basically going in circles. You gather up a group of zombies like a train, like some people want to call it, even though I have no idea why. You just gather them up, shoot them when you see fit, when you know it's safe, gather up points, and that's pretty much it. That's the basics of hoarding. And it's very easy. It doesn't take a lot of skill. You do have to keep your eye on exactly what zombies may be coming in, new zombies coming in and out, but this is what one player is going to be doing, be in this area hoarding. Now the other player will be using the entire rest of the map, because there maybe might be 2 locations where they can hoard, but it's really difficult and not really reliable to hoard in those maps. So I suggest have the other player use the rest of the map for their hoarding, or they're gathering the zombies, because it's really difficult to use any other area to hoard the zombies. And that's pretty much what you will need to do to get to round 20. Now what makes this strategy very difficult and why it might not work past level 20, it's because of the cracks, the fire that's coming from the cracks of the ground. Every time you make that rotation, every time you circulate that area, you will eventually kill yourself. I know, I've done it myself. You get to the point where you hit the red area, you will constantly hit it, and you won't be recovering that health. So that's why this strategy is difficult, because the zombies will continue to become faster. They won't slow down. They won't give you a chance to recover that health, and you constantly hitting that fire. Now the zombies won't take you down if you just keep up with them, but the fire will. And once the fire gets to the certain point where you're at the red mark, you might end up freaking out. Zombie might hit you once, you're done, or the fire will take you out. Either way, the strategy won't work forever. So that's why I said to be careful. It might only work to level 20. You could take it much further, and you could jump over the cracks, but how long would that work before they end up taking you out? I don't know. That's up to you if you guys can figure out a way to make this stronger. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents of this subject. This is pretty much my strategy, my little tips on what I went through when I was playing co-op zombies. I just wanted to give advice from one zombie player to another, just to help you guys out, help beginners that may be starting with this map, have no idea where to go, don't want to just jump in there and have no clue what to do. But this is pretty much the basics of what you might want to do, what you want to look for, all the guns that you want, all the perks location, what the new perk Tombstone does. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if you joined this video, if you found it helpful, please take 2 seconds out your day to leave a rating. It helps me out tremendously. And please leave a comment below if there's something you want to talk about, if there's something that maybe I said incorrectly, or there's something that you want to add, or if there's some other strategy guide that you may want to learn or want me to do, because I'm happy to help all zombie players out, all fellow gamers like yourselves out. Granted, I'm not the best zombie player in the world, but I do understand like the basics, and it's really easy to gather up points and get the high rounds. So if you guys enjoy this and want to see more, please do subscribe to my channel. And I want to thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.